He's super elusive too. Those first 3 or 4 paces that he's got, he'll find some space. So they'll need a player to drop back into the space just to help him out.
So Cruiser is the third man up there. Cassisi on hands and knees.
So, Ox, what have they done there? Because I noticed Kane Corns is now with Judd. I was watching Thomas. He's really feeling the effects of his running, and Judd wouldn't blow out a candle at the moment. No. Corns wants him.
Yeah, Judd, I think they'll have to double tag team him because we know what engine. Here we go. Look at Juddy.
Gee, Thomas did well because he lost it and then fetched it back, and again it'll be a ball up.
I think you'll see a bit of that. I'm not sure if Thomas can go with him all day, and obviously Kane Corns is that chop-out player.
Ricky, what have you got for us, mate?
Just on Josh Carr, looks like it's worse than we first saw. He struggled to run in the fitness test he did around the boundary line. So he's gone down the rooms with an entourage of medicos.
Boat close to the boundary line. It stays in. Salopek around the outer side on the lead treadway. Talking about those years ago when he got the 8 goals in his... the 8 goals in his 8th game is coming up. Ebert takes the mark. It was a mixed bag that day. He announced his arrival in grand style, but dislocated his knee at Princes Park as Ebert bounces it close to the boundary line, taken across by Joseph.
Well, it's not a good day for Josh Carr. It hasn't been a good weekend for milestone games, in fact. Adam Goods wasn't able to see the 250 out, and Joel Bowden's last game, and hasn't been not a good one for Josh Carr so far.
Got to say that Joel finished with a flourish, though. 14 possessions in the last quarter yesterday. Here's Judd. He went across the boundary line. The Kermit of the AFL.
That's it. It's the green round too, Dennis.
That's right.
Is that one of your favourite shows?
Used to be. I moved to the wrestling.
Just as fake.
I needed something adult.
Gee, that's a bonus of free to lay to Judd in that boundary throw-in situation. Kicks it high. O'Halpin almost. It's an important player, I reckon, O'Halpin, in the structure of the Blues. Corns to Corns. Oh. Terrific tackle by Judd. And then Thomas and O'Halpin.
Here's the holding free. Well, a lot in it, but there's a good tackle.
I reckon I'd grab you harder than Corns grabbed Judd there, Dennis. I'll give you one now.
Steady, Bruce. Salopek's got the footy. Judd's got him. Takes him down. We'll have another bounce. The Judster is in there and tackling.
Not high. Good tackle.
Strange story about Salopek, Bruce. He just fell out of favour.
He's going to have a shoulder operation after the season. He's had Achilles at the start. He's poor pre-season. He's been struggling. Yeah, playing for Glenelg in the last few weeks.
Houlihan floats it up towards the wing. Forward of the pack, a chance for Thomas. He's played some good minutes. He was pushed in the back.
Thomas.
He'll get a free kick.
Back here.
Doing his job at the moment,
Thomas. Terrifically well, yeah.
Coming up for possession number 7.
These sort of players, I reckon, like wind-affected games too, because they know where the ball's going to be a fair bit of the time. In broken play, it's going to be on that wing. It's whipping across the ground. Boak, who grew up barracking for Carlton, his favourite player, Anthony Koutafidis, goes inside the forward 50, and that's a great mark by Gray.
He's becoming one of the best contested marks in the game for a little fella. He leads well, he knows when to lead, but he puts his body in so he protects the ball coming towards him. He's a ripper. Just have a look at this, where he positions his body really well, where he knew where the contact was going to be and the ball was protected at all times.
18 goals, 7 from set shots, yet to have a possession in this game.
I'm just looking at the flags. He should be aiming at the left-hand goalpost and just letting the breeze bring it back to split the middle.
So when he comes, 45 metres out, that breeze pushing it left to right. Didn't do what the Ox said. In the year of the Ox, you've got to pay attention.
Make the most of 2009 Ox.
Not long left.
Burgoyne doing well against Joseph, and then Walker just trying to ride the tackle, and Burgoyne coughing it up. Murphy to Scotland, and then Scotland Betts, well done Corns, but Betts had to wait, and he's just saying to Scotland, Heath, just keep it down a bit. Corns, they're going to settle him down back now for the rest of the year. He's had a lot of problems with injuries over the last couple of years. That knee's given him a heap of trouble. So he'll play the rest of this season, you reckon, down back. Well done, Burgoyne again to Boak, to Lade, and Lade's had a couple of kicks today and they've been awful. One on the right and one on the left.
It's impossible, though, to reconcile this Port Adelaide team with the one that went to Perth last week, isn't it?
They are Jekyll and Hyde. They're good and they're bad are a long way apart at the moment.
Kick towards the outer side. Wiggins. Time to recover. Well, almost. Treadway over the top. Wiggins slaps it out. Walker arrives. Treadway did brilliantly. Under pressure, Bauer just got it back to Wiggins, who kicks it just beyond the wing. Offhands Kasisi. Going in solidly. Corns just came straight through the pack. Go down to half forward. He did that. Westhoff around the corner. And the mark is taken by Gray. He looks inside. Thought about it. Decides not to go.
Really like Port Adelaide's play once they get forward of centre. It's just play on, get it moving at all times, get it inside 50. Yeah, they've made a few errors, but they're putting the Carlton defence under enormous pressure. And it's not a real structure down there at the moment. It's just get it in there and see what happens.
Margin is 9 points.
Normally a tough pocket to kick goals from, but with the bruise.
Even tougher, I'd suggest, although he's got it on a very good line. Hit the post. Well, the breeze, because he kept it so low, the breeze didn't grab it.
No. Which is probably to the detriment of the kick in the end.
Yeah.
So Scotland goes very short. Walker. So some cheers for Nick Stevens. Dangerous kick to Gibbs. Cut off by Kasisi. Treadway very good on the left foot.
Whoa.
He loves those. He loves those.
And Nick Stevens will be disappointed with that. The ball just hung up. It was the right kick, but it just travelled too slowly through the air. He's just stabbed at it. And Kasisi made up a lot of ground very late. This bloke, other than Jason Ackermanis, is the best non-preferred kick. He probably kicks it a bit further than Jason, but you don't want to give him half a chance. He's brilliant. Good finish.
He's had a good year.
So the margin 16 points now. Chad Corns takes a break. 9 scoring shots for Port Adelaide. Just over 5 minutes to quarter time. They're on song. Another ruckman touched the ball. It bounces outside the circles. Kane Corns, very close quarters to Burgoyne. Falling to the ground, Murphy. Picked up brilliantly by Roden to Hartlett. Hartlett across half back to Salopek. Salopek, not much to kick to. Sees Brogan on the move. But spotting that situation very well was Simpson. Now he sneaks away. Simpson having a fine season. Forced to kick it high. Got close to Salopek. And as a result, his teammates not favoured by the kick. Chaplin stood his ground to Roden. Mrs. Stewart feeds it forward. Kane Corns at centre half back. Roden set a task. Gets away. Loves this situation. Has a run up towards the wing. Great chase by Armfield. Affected the kick. But it bounces out of bounds.
I think just Armfield just explained to a lot of people how quick he is. That's why he's been given the job on Pearce. Roden was going at full tilt, and Armfield made up a lot of ground very quickly.
So Port getting it forward at least. Brogan just laying it down. Here is Armfield. Kept his head down. Roden did pretty well with Hadley.
He's in trouble here. Yep. Yeah, you've got to make an effort. They just had too many numbers around the ball there at that contest, Port Adelaide for Carlton.
And so Hartlett gets it from Bogan, then that's a poor kick. But difficult now. Well done, Cruiser. Kept his head. Houlihan to Gibbs. Now Carlton can set up. Favola's backtracking. They want a long ball in now. And now Judd may be the target. Did beautifully, Judd. He just worked Thomas away.
Used the body well, didn't he? A couple of kicks that have gone in over the top. They're so hard to defend. You get in front, and all you need is a little bit of penetration on the kick, and you're caught cold. Especially when you've got a talented player like Judd who can read it so well in flight. You'll see it here. It's just a subtle use of the body, and he finds a yard.
He hasn't been kicking accurately, Juddy, this year. There you go. It is Juddy.
Side needed that because Port were actually on the rush, Bruce.
Well, Hartlett's kick inside wasn't too good, but yeah, no, that was a terrific rebound goal for the Blues.
And that was really clever there by Cruiser to get the ball on. He knew that he had numbers around him, and they were away.